Okay, it's getting ready to begin. This bowl only comes out one time a year, and this is the time of year when I make treats for Christmas. We start out the same. I do chocolate fudge, 3 cups of semi-sweet chocolate chips, 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. That'll make a batch of plain fudge. You microwave it till it's all melted good together. Mix it up. I do put a touch of vanilla in there, and I put it into a sprayed pan. I usually do 9 by 9, but this year I'm going to try 9 by 12 and make it a little bit thinner, maybe easier to cut. And then I'll do another batch that is the same, 3 cups of chocolate chips and a can of sweetened condensed milk, and I'll add some pecans, and I'll do one where I add walnuts, and I'll do one where I'm going to do peppermint. So I'm getting on it. There is the plain fudge. It is going to be a lot thinner, but I'm just going to do bigger cubes because it was so hard to cut when it was so thick. But yeah, I just slammed it on the table a few times to get it to fill in the corners well, and I'm going to put this in the fridge to set up. I'm on my 3rd batch of fudge, and I've learned that if you spray this with a little bit of Pam, it'll help you get it in here without it sticking all over everything. And this is pecan, so I found some little pecan halves I'm going to stick in here so I know, because my walnut one does not have any indicators on what nut it is, so I want to be able to know which one's pecan and which one's walnut. So this will be ready soon. Now for the next 2 batches of chocolate fudge, instead of vanilla, I'm going to do a little peppermint extract, because these are going to be peppermint based chocolate fudges. So I'm going to do peppermint chocolate base with some peppermint bits, and then other ones are going to have these white peppermint bark mixed into it and kind of half melted. So I've never done that one before, but we'll see how it goes. This is my batch of peppermint, and I saved some of the bits to pat on top so I have a visual to know what kind of fudge this is. So first batch of this kind of fudge done. There's my tower of fudge in the refrigerator getting ready to set up. Now I think we're going to start making bark. I'm going to take a tiny little break and let the sun shift off of this end because it is so hot sitting here, and this is where I need to be. So, break time before I start making bark. Okay, back in business. I watched me a couple episodes of Walking Dead. Now I'm back in here, and the sun has shifted to a place where it isn't beaming on me. I had a little tickle in my throat. First, now I'm going to make bark. And pretty much all you need, I buy this at Aldi's, and I'll take 1 whole package of this, put it in my little thing and melt it, and I'm going to crumble up some Oreos and make Oreo bark. And that's all it is. It's simply Oreos and that. I'll probably do maybe 2 rows of Oreos out of the family pack because they had these on sale. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm trying a new thing this year. This has got marshmallows. I got 2 10-ounce bags, 16 ounces of white chocolate chips, and 2 tablespoons of butter. And this is going to get melted on the stove together. Then once it's done, you bring it off. You stir in them are spice drops, a couple cups of those. And then you put it in a pan to set up overnight. It's called a nougat. So I don't know if it's going to be a fail or not, but we're going to see. Okay, today we accomplished 5 different kinds of fudges. Whoops. Sorry. We got 3 different barks, and then that nougat stuff I just do. I probably will not put that on my list next year. It is a sticky mess. Then tomorrow we're going to get into the nut aspect of it. I'm going to do peanut butter fudge, peanut clusters, cashew clusters, peanut brittles, Buckeyes, Avalanche Cookies, which have peanut butter in them, and candied pecans. So that'll be tomorrow. I'm done for today. So I'll see how much I filmed, and I might just continue on tomorrow. And it's Sunday. Today I'm going to start off by getting some pecans in the oven to candy. This is just a couple egg whites, some vanilla, 4 teaspoons and 4 teaspoons of water. I'm going to whisk up. Coat this in the liquid and then toss it in some sugar and cinnamon and put them in the oven on 240 for an hour, stirring them every about 20 minutes. My pecans are ready to go into the oven. The sun's starting to creep up on me. You can't really see that well. There they are. Ooh. Man, I got crap all over my phone. I just put together a thing of peanut butter fudge. That one, man, you got to mix up a whole bunch of powdered sugar and it takes forever. But next is going to be Buckeyes, which is pretty much the same recipe, just a little bit thicker, a little more powdered sugar, a little more butter. No, a little more peanut butter. So it's mainly just butter, peanut butter, powdered sugar, a little bit of vanilla. And just stir, 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 stir. Then your arm hurts. Pecans are all done out here cooling, and then I got a batch of peanut brittle here cooling, and I want to take a break for the sun to shift off that spot again. So break time. These are really good. I just got all my Buckeyes dipped. Got a second batch of brittle, and when that's done, I'll break it up and put in there with the other. Got my pecans in the containers. So Buckeyes complete. I gotta put them in the fridge to firm up. And then next will be either peanut or cashew clusters. I gotta do them both. Next up was peanut clusters. This is just that chocolate bark from Aldi with a touch of vanilla and just peanuts. Get ready to do the same thing with cashews. Getting down to the wire. I got a couple more things to make. Thank goodness. My last treat to make, which are Avalanche Cookies, which is just white chocolate and peanut butter you melt together. You throw in a couple marshmallows and a couple cups of Rice Krispies. Stir them together and drop them like no-bake cookies. And then I'll be done. Cashew clusters are in the fridge chilling. Woohoo! Just broke up my third batch of brittle. I have probably enough peanuts to do 2 more batches if I need them. I put it back in my tote for right now. I'm going to put the lid on this, and then all I'm waiting for now is my Avalanche cookies to firm up, and you'll see those in a minute. Here's the Avalanche cookies. They're really good. When you put the marshmallow in, the marshmallow don't quite melt all the way, and there's like little chunks. It's really good. So this is the end. Finesto. Goodbye.